Unit 1, Lesson 4 deals with multiplying and dividing integers. Alright, and our objective for today is by the end of this video, hopefully you could say this statement, and it's true. I could apply the sign rules for multiplying and dividing integers correctly. So we're focusing on the sign rules. Okay, so basically the rules are simple, similar to addition and subtraction. We're looking for what type of signs our numbers have. Same signs, alright, will have one rule, different signs will have another rule. Alright, when you have same signs in multiplication, you're either going to multiply or divide, and remember that your answer is positive. Alright, if you have different signs, your answer is going to be negative. Okay, so take a look at that. Same sign positive, different signs negative. Another way of looking at that is if you have an even number of negative signs, your answer will be positive, and if you have an odd number of negative signs, your answer will be negative. Alright, so let's take a look at example 1. Oh, I'm skipping something. The general rules, so just kind of put those rules, alright, on paper here. Positive times a positive, or a negative times a negative is positive. Okay, and then the same, of course, is true for division. So I'm not going to draw it twice, but if we do different signs, our answer is negative. Okay, for multiplication and division. That should be a positive sign. There you go. Alright, example 1. Without doing any calculations, state whether or not your answer is going to be positive or negative. So we look here. Same sign, positive. Or negative times a negative is positive, or there's two of them, an even number. Even numbers come out to be positive. A whole bunch of different ways of looking at it. B. Different signs, negative. C. Same signs, positive. Different signs, negative. Alright, now I have a whole bunch of numbers. So let me count the negative signs. I have 1, 2, 3. I have an odd number of negative signs, so my answer is negative. Let's try that one more time. Let's look at F. I have one negative sign. 1 is an odd number, so it's negative. Okay? So again, the reason why you had example 1 with today's lesson and the previous 2, alright, is to get you to think about signs separately from numbers. Alright, the most common mistake people make is dealing with the signs. So if you look at it separately, chances are you won't overlook the sign. Alright, example 2 says find the product, and we're asked what does product mean? Well, that's the answer in multiplication. Oh, I hope I fit it on the screen there. I think I did. Alright, good. So, find the product. Alright, so let me do my signs first. Same sign is going to be positive. Negative times a negative is a positive. So I don't need to write a positive sign. 2 times 6 is 12. Alright, different signs. My answer is going to be negative. And multiply to get 27. So again, notice how I'm doing my sign separate from my number. So we move on to C. I see 2 negative signs. My answer is going to be positive. I don't need to write anything. 5 times 2 is 10, and 10 times 3 is 30. Alright, and finally D, I have 1, 2, 3. That's odd. Odd is negative. 2 times 5 is 10. And I actually skipped something, and let me explain it in a little bit more detail. I said 2 times 5. Technically, it's negative 1 times negative 2 times negative 5. Alright, when we don't have a number in front of the parentheses, we're multiplying by negative 1 here. Alright, let me highlight that so you know exactly what I'm talking about. That sign right there, negative, goes with this right here. It's a negative 1 being multiplied. Okay, include that sign in there. Alright, let's move on. Example 3. We're asked to find the quotient. Alright, quotient is the answer, not the answer in division. Alright, so we're asked to divide, in other words, and example 3a, we have same sign, so my answer is positive. I divide and get 2. Alright, you're going to be doing these without the calculator in class. My doubt is you won't have any problems with the actual division. It's always the signs that get people, so we got to be careful. Positive divided by negative is negative. We get 3 there. Negative divided by positive is negative 5. And positive divided by negative is negative. And we end up with a 1. Alright? So that's it for your examples. don't forget that you need to answer these following questions or you're not getting credit for your homework assignment. All right, and that's after watching this video, I can go ahead and list what you can do. And then if there's something you still don't know how to do, put it here. And then you got to circle something down here. Remember, these two go together. All right, if there's something here, something should be circled here. Okay, see you tomorrow in class.